The law on securities provides the broad framework for securities regulation in Vietnam, specifically legislating in the areas of public offers of securities, which, in Vietnam, are distinguished from listings; public companies, which include but are not limited to listed companies; the securities trading markets, both the stock exchanges and the unlisted market; securities registration, depository, clearance, and payment facilities; securities businesses including securities companies, fund management companies, securities investment companies and custodian banks; public funds and members' funds, and disclosure of information. In Vietnam, the State Securities Commission is the state body which manages and controls all operations of the Vietnamese capital markets. Vietnam has two types of capital market: primary market and secondary market. Here is the definition of primary market and secondary market. Primary market is where newly issued securities are sold and bought. Secondary market is where securities are sold or bought after the stock is sold at the primary market. Secondary markets in Vietnam include the Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City stock exchanges and the over-the-counter trading market, where sellers negotiate directly with buyers outside of the stock exchange system. The securities traded on the over-the-counter trading market are usually those of small and medium companies that do not satisfy requirements for listing. Foreign investment in capital markets. A common method for foreign investors to indirectly invest in Vietnam is via the securities market, particularly the stock exchanges. Foreign investors wishing to invest in listed or unlisted securities must first obtain a securities trading code from the Vietnam Securities Depositories. Open an indirect investment capital account at an appropriately authorized bank in Vietnam. An investor may trade through a securities company, authorized transaction representative, or local fund manager depending on the investor's desired level of supervision of their investments. Foreign organizations and individuals must obtain a securities trading code to sell and purchase securities in Vietnam's securities market.